Good morning. I am Nadishani Pereira, the Executive Director of Transparency International Sri Lanka. So, as we all are awaiting, the presidential election has been announced, and the candidates have already started their campaigns, although the date for the handing over of nominations is the upcoming 15th. Transparency International Sri Lanka, as a local non-governmental organization with the mission to contribute to the collective effort to eradicate corruption in Sri Lanka, has been engaged in election observation since inception, that is over 20 years. Now, why we are focusing on election observation is with a particular focus on the misuse of public resources during election time. Misuse or abuse of public resources is a major form of corruption that has anyway engulfed this country, not just during elections, but throughout. It is a way that the country will lose a lot of its resources. It's what results in citizens not having access to the resources that they should have. Now, when we talk about misuse of public resources during election, we are referring to the actions of public officials who are the stewards, who are the trustees of public resources in any country. They are the ones who are entrusted with power over the resources that belong to all citizens. These our resources in Sri Lanka, from public finance to natural resources to all state properties, belongs to us and to our children. And we have entrusted this task of protecting these and taking right decisions about this to our public representatives who delegate that work to the public officials. And like this has been recently even reiterated by the Supreme Court, the officials in the country have a sacred duty to protect that public trust that is entrusted in them in terms of resources. None of the state resources can be used for personal enrichment. It has to be only be used for the service of the people. Now, when the election is announced, those people who are candidates cannot, even though they have, some of them may have access to state resources because they are already in power, they cannot use these resources for their political campaign. That is a crime, that is a violation, that is the breach of trust, which is punishable. According to the Constitution, it's a punishable offense with imprisonment and a fine. It is absolutely an abuse that will affect the results of the election. Because if certain candidates can use all state resources for their campaign, and then the other candidates need to compete with these candidates, how can you have an equal level playing field? So that affects that ability for citizens to get equal opportunity to hear about the manifestos and about each candidate in a balanced way, and that in turn will affect whether the election is free and fair. At the end of the day, having a free and fair election is the pillar of our democracy. When we are, after 5 years, when we are now going to elect the next leader of the country, we as citizens have the right to have an environment where we have a very free and fair election with equal access to the information by the campaigns and information by all candidates, and we do not by any chance want our own money as citizens, our own resources to be used by certain candidates for their campaigns. So when it comes to what are these resources, as a little bit of elaboration, now the Election Commission is empowered by the Constitution when election is announced to be that overall guardian and the watchdog over the elections. And they publish a gazette which was done on the 26th of July, where this gazette is aimed at at the public officials around the country, and there the Election Commission describes what are the different types of state resources that they need to protect from any form of abuse during elections. We're talking about categories like the human resources. We often forget that public officials are paid by the citizens, and their time, their knowledge, all of this is the property of the people. Using them, their time, their expertise for any candidate's campaign is unlawful and wrong and violating of the election rules and ethics. So human resources is very important, and public officials need to take this to heart, and citizens need to take this to heart, as well as public property. You're talking about immovable property like buildings. We are talking about movable ones like vehicles. And also we're talking about public money. We're talking about projects. You know, you cannot suddenly think of all state-sponsored projects to be now used to promote a particular candidate. And Transparency International in Sri Lanka, this year also, like we have done in the past, have started our election observation work with a focus on misuse of public resources. So we have engaged ground level observers covering all the electorates, as well as the overseeing district observers, so 200 of them. And they are supposed to do on-site monitoring of these abuses and then collect the data, and they will be using an app, and they will be sending this verified data with evidence to the National Secretariat that we have in our office. And from here, we will then do further verification, and thereafter, when we have proved that abuse of state resources has happened, we will upload or update such information to our website. You may know sometime back TRSA launched a website called apesalli.lk. After all, this is all apesalli, or our money, that we are monitoring. If you go to apesalli.lk, there is a separate page that you can choose for election observation. So the information will be uploaded, and you can see the different types of abuses that have happened. And in addition, we'll be forwarding such complaints to the Election Commission that is empowered by the Constitution to take preventive action. In addition to that, if it's a violation that has already happened, we also would not hesitate to take legal action. However, we can't do this by ourselves. As you know, there are many candidates and many activities happening in one day using many forms, and therefore we want citizens to support this endeavor. This is your money, so we are asking you to be watchdogs over whether candidates are using your money and your resources for their campaigns, and if so, you can easily submit such information to us via the website. You can access it through your mobile phone, apesalli.lk. You can be anonymous, but we encourage you to actually provide more data and evidence so that it's easy for us to quickly follow up and take action regarding the complaints. But there's also a hotline for immediate action, and also fax number. So we appeal to the citizens to take on this role, to join us in this endeavor to protect our public resources from being misused by candidates, and to actually push for a free and fair election. And also, and one more thing is that we call upon the citizens for one more thing. It's about your vote. When you are deciding whom you're going to vote for, do you want to again knowingly vote for a corrupt person, for a candidate or candidates who are misusing public resources? So in determining your vote, come to this website, look at whether there are certain candidates who have done this, and therefore let that be a part of that, inform your decision to vote. And we call upon the candidates at this juncture, do this election in an honorable way. If you feel you deserve to be elected, then you don't have to go through illegal, unlawful, unethical, criminal ways to get about your campaign. People are going to watch this time. People are not going to be fooled. So as candidates, adhere to the law of the nation. Don't abuse any state resources, but have an honorable campaign which will be respected by the people. And then we also appeal to the public officials. Public officials, you might be getting pressurized by politicians to abuse state resources for their campaigns. But you know, as it has happened in the past in this country as well, at the end of the day, you will be held responsible. You might have to face court. You might have to end up in prison, and you wouldn't want to really risk that. You would have built up your name after years and years of service in the public sector. Do not let any politician influence you, but uphold your sacred duty as the guardian of public resources and resist all types of temptations. We stand by you. You can reach out to organizations like TISL to make complaints and to support in this endeavor as you also strive to protect public resources and really push for a free and fair election. So this is our appeal at this juncture. And I thank you all for attending today.